Wall Street is coming for your crypto, whether it feels like it or not. We already have a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF that have had great success. We have over 40 ETF applications out there. We have about 11 applications for an XRP ETF. We have 11 applications for a Solana ETF. Then we have other cryptocurrencies here that have also been filed for ETFs as well. And so, Wall Street is starting to pay attention. They're also focusing on tokenization. Blackrock has mentioned that multiple times that tokenization is going to be next. And that is what Ondo is focusing on here with one of the biggest events coming up tomorrow, talking about tokenization, as they're focusing on bringing institutional grade finance on chain and working with some of the biggest names in the traditional finance space. This includes BlackRock, PayPal, Fidelity, Wellington Management, DTCC, that processes $4 quadrillion every single year in transactions. And so this is definitely worth paying attention to. And so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Ondo chart here, currently trading around $1.35. And we can see this has been consolidating since the big move from about 56 cents up to above $2. So now this is consolidating, it has pulled back. And so if you're interested in trading Ondo, there is a link underneath the video to Weex exchange, and they have spot and futures trading on the platform. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the Ondo Global Markets here that was just announced yesterday. And so we can see this is the platform here mentioning Wall Street meets DeFi. And so they have multiple products on here. They have USDY, the US dollar yield. They have the US Treasuries Fund with the Ondo stablecoin. They have the Ondo Global Markets. They have Flux. They have Nexus, which allows instant minting and redemption for your clients. And then they also have a converter and bridge as well. And so something to note here that a lot of people have been talking about is that the USDY yield and the Ondo Global Markets mentioned that they are not available in the US. And so I think that will be changing based on the events that have taken place over the last couple of months. And so it seems very intentional, the steps that are taking place. Right? They just canceled the SAB 121 bill, which allows banks to custody crypto assets. Senators are planning on introducing regulation for stablecoins by the end of the year. And so I think this could definitely change over the next 6 to 12 months and could become available in the US. Now this is going to be launching in other countries. This is going to be launching in Europe and other areas of the world. However, it's not available in the US right now. And so if we go ahead and take a look at more information here, we can see the platform. There's thousands of real world assets on here. Whether we're talking tokenization of stocks, bonds, or ETFs, you can see that their platform is very clean and well put together. And so we can see more information on that down here as well. It is institutional grade liquidity and leverage. And so institutional liquidity has a big impact on tokenization, which allows 24/7 liquidity. And that is what BlackRock is funding with Ondo. And so we're going to be taking a look at that as well. And so we can see here another example of their platform. And so if we take a look at more of this information here on Ondo Finance, we can see down here that they are working with a lot of the biggest players in the space. And so we can see our technology, your tokens. And so their Nexus technology enables issuers of tokenized US treasuries and stablecoins to offer instant minting and redemption to their clients. And so we have BlackRock's BUIDL token, we have Circle's USDC token, we have Benji here, which is Franklin Templeton, we have Ripple stablecoin, we have the PayPal stablecoin, we have Ondo's stablecoin, and then Wellington Management's Ultra stablecoin. And so we can see they're working with some of the biggest names in the traditional finance space, and we also have some of the biggest speakers at tomorrow's event here. Let's just take a quick look at this here. We have Patrick McHenry, we have Fidelity Investments, we have BlackRock speaking at the event tomorrow, we have DTCC, the head of digital assets. As I mentioned, they process $4 quadrillion of transactions every single year. And so we have Franklin Templeton, BNY, we have Wisdom Tree. And so just imagine the size of the market for tokenization. We're talking billions and trillions of dollars. We have Wellington Management on here. We have Ripple regarding their RLUSD stablecoin and tokenization of that. And so I assume that is what David Schwartz is going to be talking about. We have Commodities Future Trading Commission here. We have two people speaking from there. We have Pantera Capital. We have Citi's Treasury and Trade Solutions. We have MasterCard. We have Axios. And so you can see we have a lot of speakers at tomorrow's event. This is a one-day event, and they have a lot of speakers from the traditional finance space talking about tokenization. And so I definitely think this is going to be one of the hottest sectors moving forward. And so let's go ahead and take a look at some more information here on Ondo's website. And so they have institutional grade cash management as well, offering APYs at 4.3% and 4.07%, right? Those APYs are very good here. As I've mentioned, we also have Larry Fink here that has mentioned that they believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And so Blackrock, if we take a look at the Ondo ecosystem here, they're also one of the service providers for Ondo. Now there's 13 different service providers. We have Blackrock on here, we have Coinbase, we have Morgan Stanley that are going to be service providers for the Ondo Global Markets. And so that is worth paying attention to as well. Right, as I mentioned, we have some of the biggest names getting involved in the tokenization of assets. And Ondo is leading the charge here with one of the biggest events coming up in the history of crypto. Not many people are talking about this. However, this event has so many people from the traditional finance space, it's definitely something worth paying attention to. Now, I don't expect them to have a massive announcement tomorrow. It's going to be more of a generic discussion about the tokenization of treasuries and assets moving forward and what that looks like. But we can see all of the people that are interested, right? I think it's very intentional what their focus is moving forward. We have Blackrock, right? Morgan Stanley, Fidelity, MasterCard, all of them want to be at the cutting edge of the technology moving forward. And so they're all getting involved. And so if we take a look at ETF applications here as well, right? As I mentioned, we have so many of these ETFs here that have been filed. And so we have Wall Street getting involved in cryptocurrencies. As I mentioned, we also have Blackrock. Larry Fink has mentioned multiple times that tokenization is the next step. Now, it's been over a year since the Bitcoin ETF has launched. It's had very good success. And I would not be surprised to see the tokenization of assets over the next 6 months. This is going to evolve over the next 5 to 10 years. It's not going to happen overnight. However, once it does start happening, I think it is going to happen fairly quickly. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. Also make sure to check out that link underneath the video to Weex Exchange if you're interested in trading Ondo. They are offering a 10% deposit bonus right now, and so it's definitely something to check out. Thanks so much for watching, hope to see you in the next video.